This one's big.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the 3 slot. Now here's Nembhard. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Young gets it to go.
And Trae doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Outside for Halliburton. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Talk about Halliburton and his versatility. He can set up the play, or he can finish the play off.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Basket's good.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Young with it. Halliburton picks him up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he is so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Okongwu. Kept alive by Atlanta. Pass to Ricochet. The 3. Back to Young. The 3 ball. Pure from 3-point range. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Young looking around. Jacks up a 3. Siakam pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 8. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Here's Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. Okongwu against Siakam. Clock is at 3. And Indiana misses again. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Siakam following the score by Atlanta. 56 seconds left in the first. Young from long range gets the 3 ball to go. 10 points for him.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Tipped. 20 feet out. Halliburton misses.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson a screen on Turner. Here's Daniels. Young from long range nails it from beyond the arc. Young's got 13.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second-chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Siakam, Nembhard outside. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Slick drive by Young.
Defenders just too worried about Trae pulling up on the shot, so he took advantage and just flew by him.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Halliburton. From deep. The rebound by Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. High arcing shot. Now here's Young. Fires from deep. Young missing again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
Here's Halliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. Making shots at the line, you need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Gets the three to fall.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Five to shoot. They get it again. Nembhard outside. Ooh, it's stolen away. The three from Risacher. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter, a good one at that.
Siakam missing again. Atlanta leading by 14. There's Young with the three. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Siakam outside. To the middle. Turner passes to Siakam. Over Johnson. Siakam missing again. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Here's Halliburton driving inside. Pass to Turner. Here's the teardrop. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Johnson with a drive. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Benedict Mathurin picks one up. Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare, just when he gets his confidence.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, stolen by Turner. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Siakam against Johnson. Siakam, the pass to Turner. Siakam outside. Fires the 3. Can't get it to drop.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. The 3 from Rizashea, rejected by Halliburton.
That's just a tremendous defensive effort from Halliburton.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. Atlanta leading by 18.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Siakam gets the bucket.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
On the wing, Daniels. The kick out to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Nembhard outside. Here's Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Nembhard outside. He takes it in. Banked it in off the glass. Nembhard's got his second basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Halliburton with the ball. Young's there. Siakam right side. Turner with it to the paint. Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Johnson with a bucket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Rizachet. He's got 6. The kick out to Young. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Young's got 20.
And Young, known as a remarkable scorer, he can fill it up in a variety of ways.
Pass to Matherin. Nembhard outside. And here's Halliburton. Shoots over Young. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Halliburton against Young. Now here's Okongwu. Over to the wing. The 3 from Rizachet. The rebound by Nembhard. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And for Atlanta, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Now here's Halliburton. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
Here goes Trey. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Down low. Stolen by Siakam. It's stolen by Johnson. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Matherin. The rebound by Atlanta. They led the game at one point by 20. To the inside, Okongwu. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Turner finds Siakam. From deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Young's got 4 rebounds now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
A new lineup here for Indiana. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
The throw good. LeVert.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good for LeVert.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McConnell from outside. Offensive board. Takes the 3. Capella with a rebound. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. McConnell goes in. Got it off in time. And so it's Atlanta up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. They've got Terrence Mann, George Niang out there with Clint Capella. And then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Bufkin in at the point. Here's Shepard. Outside Neesmith. Launches a 3. LeVert with a rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Bryant outside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And Bryant just attacking the rim with a strong finish inside.
Pass to Niang. Toppin with a steal. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Nesmith with it. Now LeVert defending. Nesmith with it. He's against Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. Shepard. That's good. The Hawks lead by 21. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
LeVert goes against Toppin. LeVert outside. Pass to Bufkin. Now LeVert. Shot clock at 5. And the Hawks with another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
On the wing man for 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Shepard. Pass to McConnell. To the wing, right side. And here's Toppin from the arc. That one no good. Atlanta's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. McConnell, good.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Capella, the pass to Mann. Connects from downtown. Mann's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Shepard. From downtown, the rebound by Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's LeVert for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And it's Shepard missing. And so Capella will bring it up for the Hawks. Toppin with a steal. Pass to Bryant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Caris LeVert.
And the big man playing big. You like when a guy like Thomas Bryant imposes his size on the defense. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hawks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach.
You knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
McConnell's shot is off. Well, the Hawks shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency on the wing man. 4-3. Knocks down the long J.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Toppin. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
Toppin not letting the defense hold him back.
And Atlanta with possession here. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Mann. Here's Bufkin. They get it back. Outside for LeVert. There's the triple. Capella, the pass to LeVert. The 3 is up. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell outside. Oh, there's the alley.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Off on that one. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce. Brent Barry.
tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. And Murray now top of the key. Pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Mathurin. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Mathurin. Clock at 4. Loads it up there for Siakam. Sabonis with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you. He might outwork you. And he's able to be everywhere on the floor. And he does it with kind of a unique grace and finesse.
DeRozan with a screen for Sabonis. Got a piece of it. Turner with it. Now guarded by Murray. Sabonis against Siakam. A putback. Halliburton against Ellis. Tries again. And so Indiana again turning it over. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And yes, it's good.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
The Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Halliburton. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to DeRozan. Murray with it. Outside, Levine. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam with it. Now defended by Levine. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. A three-pointer is right on target. Halliburton's got 5.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Nembhard the pass to Turner. Siakam outside. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Nembhard. Second chance shot. Siakam outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A three-pointer, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Levine finds Sabonis. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
I respect the way DeRozan can still elevate and throw it down.
And it's Turner off the drive, and good that time.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Sabonis, the pass to Murray. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Murray controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And so aggressive on the offensive glass. Murray using that size well.
Here's Halliburton in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
20 seconds left in the first. Ellis kicks to Levine. Puts up a deep three. Sacramento gets it back. Just 3 on the clock, and that's good for 2. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they... And did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. DeRozan finds Sabonis. Sacramento moving it around. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Sabonis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant. But that really scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
He gets that one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Turner throws it down.
Hey, if you throw it up there, Miles Turner is going to find it and finish it.
The Kings trail by 4. Levine. Turner with the steal. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And for Sacramento, they're shooting well, 50% from the floor. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Levine.
You know, it's not just the three-point shot for Levine. He's got a lot of bounce, and that helps him get to the hoop, too.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Again, Levine missing. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Siakam outside. Turner inside, defended by Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. They get it again. Here's Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Goes back up. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's foul number 2 for him. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Levine throws it down.
Levine, an outstanding athlete. He's got a tremendous burst to the hoop.
Outside for Halliburton. Halliburton is doubled. Siakam outside. Here's Nembhard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Levine with it. Halliburton picks him up. Ellis can't get it to go. Indiana leading. Nembhard finds Turner. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Ellis against Mathurin. Out to Turner. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. And it's an 8-point Indiana lead.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Halliburton, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And stolen by Siakam. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
DeRozan for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Indiana going into the break with, all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Toppin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Bryant in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers leading by 7. Mark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together, Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that. Enjoying watching Monk handle the rock now. He has the ability to glide through the defense and does a nice job creating for himself.
Neesmith, the pass to Bryant. McConnell scanning the floor. Monk outside. Isles passes to LaRavia. No good with the triple. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Bryant. Back to Neesmith. Up pass to Bryant. It's stolen by Carter. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Monk for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Monk's got 5 points so far.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Bryant kicks to McConnell. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Inside, it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Pass to Toppin. And there's the drive. McConnell finds Toppin. 5 on the clock. Back to McConnell. Over Carter. No good off the front iron. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's McConnell. They get a hand on it. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And then Carter with the jam.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Spins. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Sacramento moving it around. Monk dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. Lyles got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. .107 left in the third quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. And that'll be his third foul so far. On the wing, Monk. Nembhard covering. Monk, the pass to Carter. Releases. The shot by Monk is no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Turner passes to Halliburton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Remarkable judgment in the pick and roll. Halliburton reads these situations extraordinarily well.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance from the arc. The shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. The Kings on top as they end the... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's the Pacers with the ball. On the court right now for the Kings. Carter out there with Monk. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. Cracks in the tray.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Lyles in the dunk by Lyles.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Kick out to Levine. Murray with it. Now guarded by Siakam. It's good from long range. And the Kings lead by 5.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Halliburton looking around. Fires the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Ellis outside. Pass to Levine. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his 1st foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Outside, Sabonis.
Love to see Mathurin upping the intensity on D, getting right up on his man and really bothering his shot.
Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Up top, Mathurin. DeRozan defending. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it out to Siakam. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Murray. Pacers with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Shepard. Halliburton outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Kings leading now by 5. Levine with it, picked up by Turner.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Goes up from the top of the key. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Murray. Sabonis has got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento. Siakam inside. Murray on him. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Buries the long-range jumper.
No, it's early in his career, but Mathurin already knocking down several big shots late.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Andrew Nemhard's checked in for Shepard. Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Left side, Sabonis. Sinks the three-pointer.
You've got to at least honor the three-point shot from Sabonis. He's capable of knocking it down from there.
Mathurin attacking, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
We've seen this movie before from Mathurin. He is cool and confident under pressure.
Ellis kicks to DeRozan. Nifty move. And the layup is good. And the Kings lead by 7.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Halliburton against Levine. And it's Halliburton missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan dishes to Ellis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Levine feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. And Levine with the slam.
Levine has that buoyant bounce. He just looks like he's floating when he goes up top.
Here's Mathurin. From down in the low post. It goes. Mathurin's got 7 now in this quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Levine with it. Mathurin picks him up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
That's a hand on it. Levine on the follow.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
At the line for the Kings, DeMarcus Sabonis.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Pass to Siakam. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up.
popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now let's take a look at the Kings opening lineup. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the point. So it's Atlanta now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Ellis passes to Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
And Young, here we go. Pass to Rizachet. The 3 ball. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. DeRozan, left side. Here's Ellis. Outside LaVine. Over Rizachet. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Nice D from LaVine. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Ellis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Johnson. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Left side Young. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
LaVine passes to Murray. Pick by Murray. Sabonis outside. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. Sabonis has got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The Kings lead by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game. And I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, stylish flush by DeRozan. Flying up and making a big-time statement at the rim.
Pass to Rizachet. And here's Okongwu. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Sabonis. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside Young. Going inside. The kick out to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Ellis. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Give him 8 points now.
and setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Team first.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Okongwu, a screen on Levine. Here's Daniels. And the three off target. The Kings lead by 8. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
15 seconds left to play in the first. The steal. Outside Levine. Offensive rebound. He gets it up. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close.
2 minutes to review the play. The previous play is underway.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Call was made.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good. And so it's Sacramento. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risache in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5.
Wow!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Levine can't hit.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
10 seconds. Team first.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And a deep 3 from Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Here's Ellis, guarded by Young. Here's Levine. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Levine's got his first points in this one.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Oh, Young with the power move. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Here's Ellis, guarded by Young. Here's Sabonis. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Sabonis has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the defense is doing their job well, but Sabonis knows how to get physical and gets by them.
Yep, count it.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Here's Ellis, guarded by Young. Here's Levine for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-4 run. And coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Here's Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
Yeah, good work from the mid-range. This is why you let Murray do his thing from there.
Johnson passes to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Murray. Here's Levine. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Levine's gotten better and better at drawing contact and getting to the line. He had to work at it as a young player, but that work has paid off.
Both free throws good from Levine. Hawks trail by 5. Young looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Sabonis. Tries again. Outside for Levine. At the arc, Zach Levine.
He had to get it away, and he did. Levine with the quick release.
Outside Young. Looking to win the run. And the layup is good. Young's got 12 points in the game. The Kings lead by 6. Outside Levine. Kicks it to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Young. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Levine. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's Sacramento leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Malik Monk. Trey Lyles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carter in at the 1. Valanciunas with a screen on Capella. To the left side wing. Valanciunas with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. Here's LaRavia. Here's Lyles. And he banks in the layup. Lyles has got his first 2 points.
What a way to get your first points of the half. Strong play on the offensive boards.
Niang, no good. Sacramento leading by 8. Carter on the wing. He's guarded by man. Here's Monk. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
How about that finish? Not sure if he needed to get that fancy, but it'll be a nice adrenaline burst for him.
The shot by LeVert, no good. For Sacramento, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Carter, good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Atlanta again missing. The Kings have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Got a piece of it. Valanciunas against Capella. Man. Rebound by Sacramento. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Lyles. Off with the layup.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Niang. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Carter finds Valanciunas. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
I like it. In old school 5, Jonas primarily does his scoring close in. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Carter from outside. Capella with a rebound. And here's Capella. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 10. Pass to LeVert. Outside man. Over to the left wing. There's a screen. Here's Niang. Offline with a 3. Sacramento leading by 10. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Here's Bufkin. Hauled in by the Kings.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Monk into the lane, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside man. Pass to Bufkin. Now here's Capella. Here's man. On target from range. Man's got 5.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Outside Carter. Monk against LeVert. Now here's Monk. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Niang, no good. Up top, Carter. Here he goes. Scores off the spin. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in command with a... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in its center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it. And Atlanta with possession here. It's a 13-point game. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Spins. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Outside Young. Inside. Pass to Johnson. Fires for 3.
He is so forceful on defense. Murray, not a light matchup at all.
Here's Young, plenty of space, and the deficit down inside single digits.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Hawks trail by 9. Young with it. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's LaVine for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
His fourth. Team set.
So it's Atlanta now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Young. And there's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them. Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Oh, Trey virtually automatic from deep.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Ellis. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points. Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Outside Young. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's LaVine with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. At one point, they led by 16. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. LaVine surveys the D. To the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by LaVine. Buries it from 3.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Outside for LaVine. Oh, LaVine getting revenge with his own triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
From outside, off the mark. They need to rally in a big way, Grant, if they want to stage a real comeback.
And BA, they better do it soon because the window is definitely closing.
Pass to DeRozan. Nice move. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And he gets that one.
It's impressive how he'll find any advantage he can get. DeRozan is tremendous at putting his man in an awkward position.
That's good from DeRozan. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Young on the attack. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's
this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of.
Games. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. Now here's Halliburton. Siakam outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Risache, that one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Okongwu with the rebound. There's Young with the three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Siakam, right side. Turner for three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Pass to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Here's Young. Driving in. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Daniels misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Halliburton. Takes it inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Halliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Now here's Young. Launches it. Risache, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Daniels. Pass to Johnson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Risache. Puts up a 3. And And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risaché's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Young finds Johnson. Off target with the three. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Halliburton against Young. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Here's Nembhard. A shot from the high post. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Risaché gets it to go.
Yeah, a really good score off the bounce. Risaché hits the brakes and lets it fly.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. This one for 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. The Hawks lead by 4. To the inside. Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Here's Young. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Halliburton. The putback.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Hawks ahead. They lead by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risaché in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Yeah, this is Mathurin at his best. Driving hard to the cup and finishing in style.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Siakam, right side. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Young. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. To the paint. Here's Risaché.
Well, you love the footwork and the persistence from Tyrese Halliburton defensively. Great pressure.
Nembhard with it. Now Okongwu defending. Three-pointer Mathurin. Knocks it down from distance. And now a three-point Pacer lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Risaché. Back to Young. Okongwu with it. The kick out to Young. And the 17-footer goes down. Young's got 7 points in the game.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Back to Nembhard. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Johnson for three. Okongwu finds Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Nembhard. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Indiana leading by 3. Halliburton outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's Young with the 3. That one is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Nembhard. Defense is right there. Can't connect from short range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Down low. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Nembhard outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Young from long range. Look at Young, making it look easy.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Here's Mathurin. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. Johnson against Mathurin. Pass to Okongwu. Here's the floater. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Halliburton against Young. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. 26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Atlanta's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Nembhard. No points yet. Now Siakam. The 3. Hits the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 1. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead, up 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. We've got Thomas Bryant, Obi Toppin out there with Nesmith. Then it's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the 1. Good on the second one. The Hawks trailing. The drive by Man. The rebound by Nesmith. The Pacers shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. McConnell outside. Shot clock at 6. With the drive, Bufkin with a rebound. And Atlanta shooting a fantastic 57%. And here's LeVert for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. LeVert's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Shepard. And he banks in the layup.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Neesmith on the wing. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And here's LeVert. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
Doris, one thing you can say about Karis LeVert, he knows how to seize an opportunity.
And the thing about it, BA, is it doesn't matter if that opportunity comes when he's being a starter or when he's coming off the bench. His mindset is, my skill set is score, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Man misses. Pacers trail by 3. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul.
Team second.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Pass to Neesmith. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Neesmith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Buffkin up and in on the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
McConnell from outside. Another 3 for Indiana.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Pass to Niang. 1:46 left in the third quarter here. LeVert outside. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. LeVert's got 8 points here in the quarter.
How about the response by Karis LeVert? This guy wanted to get it right back.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Now here's Capella. Neesmith covering. Here's Mann. Here's Capella. Banked it in off the glass.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see. Look out below!
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Here's Shepard. He's checked by LeVert. Stolen by Capella. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. .43 seconds left to play in the third. The drive by Mann. Here's Niang. They get the rebound. And here's LeVert for 3. Ooh, poked away. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Shepard. Toppin, a screen on LeVert. Here's Shepard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shepard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Pass to Niang. From outside the arc, drains the triple. And the Hawks lead by 4. McConnell with it. Beyond the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, down low. So that's the Hawks 5.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
A Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Halliburton against Young. Halliburton's shot is good.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
The kick out to Young. Back to Johnson. Outside Young. Fires in the triple.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Sinks the tray.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Daniels. Another shot. And he lays it in. And now a 10-point Atlanta lead.
Just a great follow-up move by Daniels. Coaches love guys who are ready to fight for the play.
There's a screen by Turner. They need this. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer Matherin. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Here's Halliburton.
Atlanta foul. Boom. His first. Team second.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Onyeka Kongwu. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
This is what the team likes about Matherin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. To the paint. It's good. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Halliburton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First free throw is good, and that ties this game up.
Tyrese Halliburton just plays with a certain pace. He's always looking to push the action.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Back to Young. There's the screen by Johnson. Young with it. Siakam covering. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Tries the spin move. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Mathurin. Over Rizice. Shot's good by Mathurin. Mathurin's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wow, big moment for the youngster. Pressure not getting to Benedict Mathurin even a little.
Young looking over the floor. Pass to Daniels. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Siakam against Johnson. Here's Halliburton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Free throw good. Halliburton.
That and one is huge, making this now a 2-possession game.
Young from long range. The rebound by Turner.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Okongwu, no good. Now here's Siakam.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
They get it back. Doesn't go for him. Misses there. So Indiana wins it. And they barely squeezed out the win. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and
tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. Back to Halliburton. Drills the three-pointer.
No hesitation from Tyrese Halliburton. He's a confident guy.
Here's Sacramento now. And here's Ellis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nembhard with it. Drives to the hoop. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Drills it from outside.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
Well, Brett, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Ellis, that's good. Now the Pacers with it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. For 3.
And great activity from Levine there. When he's engaged on defense, he's a difference maker.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Halliburton's got 7 points.
An excellent awareness and effort. Halliburton getting involved and finishing that time on the break.
Murray outside. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oh, Turner in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's special. Turner knowing ahead of time when to get up for the alley-oop.
On the wing, Murray. Covered by Siakam. That's tipped. 6 to shoot. Sabonis. The Pacers pull it in. Mathurin with the ball. Sabonis defending. Here's Nembhard. And the shot goes down. Nembhard's got his second basket.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammate.
Ellis draws the double. Murray outside. Pass to DeRozan. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Nembhard. And here is Siakam. Baseline try. DeRozan with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
And Turner throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Wallace finds DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Mathurin. DeRozan's shot is off. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Nembhard. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Murray. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Sacramento foul. Alex. Second personal foul. Third team.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 7. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
Halliburton. 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
No problem knocking that one down.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers, and they're capitalizing on it.
The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd quarter for the Kings. Now, here's Siakam. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Back to Siakam. Just 3 to shoot. That one drops for him.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And here are the Kings now. The Pacers making the shot, and it's good for 2. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Looking tenacious on that take. Love whenever DeRozan attacks the rim like that.
Outside Mathurin. Sinks the triple. Mathurin's got the lead up to 8 now for Indiana. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now here's Turner. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. There's the lob to Sabonis. That shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now here's Sabonis. Pass to Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 2nd quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That is his 1st foul of the game. Here's Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing. The Kings trail by 6. Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor. and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. DeMatteis, one of the better playmaking fives that we have in the NBA.
Here's Levine following the score by Indiana. And DeRozan kicks to Ellis. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Pacers leading by 5. Tipped away. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Oh, Turner in position.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento. Levine kicks to Ellis. Tries the spin move. Kings moving the ball around. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Turner. He has 6. Siakam with it, picked up by Ellis. Takes it out to Siakam. Three-pointer. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now.
Oh, my goodness. Keegan Murray.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Halliburton on the wing. .23 seconds left to play here in the half.
Tenacious play by Halliburton, crashing into a foul and still sinking that shot.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Ryan is checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Aaron Nesmith is checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Floats it up for Bryant.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Pacers lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on.
And now, yep, this will be a Cardinals challenge. We thought that might happen.
At the line for the Pacers, TJ
calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And I like Obi just stepping up and not hesitating.
Carter looking around. Here's LaRavia. The rebound by Bryant. Pacers leading by 7. Nesmith, the pass to McConnell. There's the 3. Nesmith can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Count that one from Toppin.
And I like this. Don't just put Obi on the perimeter or have him spot up. Use that length. Use that toughness. Let him make plays inside.
And then Carter with the jam.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Toppin. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot's good by Wyatt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the three. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Shot clock at 2. Bryant up again.
And just to contest, a big man like Valanciunas putting a hand up makes that shot incredibly difficult.
Here's LaRavia. No good. That would have tied it.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Toppin dishes to Bryant. Takes it inside. And there's Shepard on the assist by Bryant. And the Pacers lead by 5. Sacramento's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's LaRavia. Neesmith covering. Clock at 6. Sacramento moving it around. Monk, no one around him. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Indiana leading by 5. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Over in the corner, Shepard. Toppin, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he gets it to go. Monk's got his first 2 points.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Trains the three-pointer.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Valanciunas passes to LaRavia. Pass to Monk, out to Carter. This one for 3. The Pacers pull it in. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Now McConnell from past the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Bryant passes to Shepard. Now here's Neesmith. Back to McConnell. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And Valanciunas penetrating. That one good for 2. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I certainly don't want to be on the tracks when the Valanciunas train is coming at you.
And it's Shepard missing. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Monk. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's Carter. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Mathurin. Halliburton outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
For young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton certainly fit that bill.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, getting aggressive on offense.
Here's Nembhard. No good there. Sacramento's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Murray with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Mathurin with the ball. Sabonis defending. Siakam outside. Mathurin with a screen on DeRozan. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. No good on the triple. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better, so the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
The Kings trail by 4. On the wing, Ellis lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Siakam with it. Now guarded by DeRozan.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Levine kicks to DeRozan. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Murray sets a screen for Sabonis. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Ellis down low. Nembhard covering. 4 on the clock. Murray for 3. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Down low, Siakam. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 3. There's Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
What helps Levine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
From deep. Poke loose.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the paint. Siakam passes to Turner. Ellis against Halliburton. And that one drops. Halliburton's got 20.
And Halliburton looks absolutely unfazed by the moment.
The 3, Levine. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
Here's Halliburton. It counts.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
In the corner, Murray with it to the inside. Here's Levine. A three ball. Nails the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Turner with a screen on Murray. Siakam finds Halliburton. Siakam against Murray. Here's Nembhard. It's off.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble a game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a four-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Good!
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a four-point ball game. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Puts up a deep three. Nembhard off target with that shot. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. They didn't hit. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now Atlanta starting 5. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risache in at the 3. Here's Johnson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Levine for 3. Connects from downtown.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Picked up by Okongwu. There's Young with the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Levine. There's the 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Levine against Johnson. Here's Daniels. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow.
And out of bounds, the Kings will take it.
Kings ball.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Levine passes to Murray. Sabonis with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Ellis. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide open look.
Picked up by Okongwu. Young with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Okongwu with the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Levine for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu, high post. The kick out to Young. On the wing, Daniels. Sinks it from distance. Daniels has got 5 now.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Ellis. Offensive rebound. He gets it in there.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
Young against Sabonis. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Daniels, that one's true. He has 7.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Atlanta leading by 4. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Great work, Allie, thanks. 2 for 1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And so here's Sacramento. Following the score by Atlanta. Murray's shot is good.
The main role of Murray offensively, hit those threes, spread out that defense.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Young.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
To the inside, tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Ellis, guarded by Young. Here's Murray. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Murray's got 8. Three-pointer, deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Levine with a steal. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Ellis's shot is off.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Nice pass by Sacramento. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Inside, here's DeRozan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots for him.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Young with it, checked by Murray, and there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Young finds Okongwu. Goes up on the wing. Young can't hit.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The 3 from DeRozan. Atlanta with a rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Sacramento. The rebound by Murray. Kings trail by 8. Pass to Ellis. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 6. Okongwu against Sabonis. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Sacramento. The Hawks lead by 8. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. Pass to Daniels. He drops it from range. Daniels has got 10 points.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
LaVine passes to Murray. Not going to go that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. And he's going for the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu. And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The sport is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Young with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Levine. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. The three from Risache. He buries it from 3. Risache's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And you see how dangerous Risache can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Murray. Here's Ellis. Sabonis with a screen on Young. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. No good with the triple. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Levine for 3. Out to the wing. Stolen by Young. Got it up. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. LeVert passes to Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Lets it go from deep, and it's Lyles missing. Atlanta leading by 16. LeVert right side, pass to Capella. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker. And then he doesn't force things offensively. And that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. Pass to LeVert. Back to man. Out to the right wing. Here's Bufkin. He's checked by Carter. And here's LeVert for 3. Outside man. Launches it. LeVert left side. Now Niang. Here's man. Drills it from deep.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. They trail by 16.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Monk. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Back to Niang. Here's Buffkin. LeVert outside. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Kings trail by 15. Monk with it, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. LeVert passes to man. Back to LeVert. Oh, and they immediately answer back. With a dunk on the other end.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
Wait, big finish, big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Carter finds Monk. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks lead by 15. LeVert with the ball. Guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Kings. Carter inside. He's checked by LeVert. Pass to LaRavia. Launches the 3. Counted from distance. LaRavia's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Atlanta's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Here's LeVert. Monk grabs the miss. Kings trail by 13. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Here's LaRavia. He's got 6. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Sacramento shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Carter in a point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. And it's DeRozan missing. The Hawks lead by 13 to the inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Levine passes to Sabonis. Back to Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Daniels. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
Levine passes to Ellis. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Levine. And Zach Levine from deep.
You got to know Levine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
And he dunks it down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Murray. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Yeah, watching Murray, I mean, he just shows you a little bit of everything.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in.
Going to the lineup for the Hawks. Number 11, Trae Young.
Kings on D. It's a 14-point game. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Sacramento has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Murray passes to DeRozan. Outside Levine. Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From downtown. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Kings have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Levine can't hit. Atlanta leading by 14. Here's Daniels. Drops in the 3.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hawks.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Trae Young.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Levine finds Murray. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And it's finished off by Levine as he lays it in. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Smooth sailing for Atlanta. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Down low. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. He's off on that one. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy.